A man is playing a dating simulation video game for girls in his room. While his little sister is on vacation, she forced him to play through the entire game for her because she wants to see the bonus content at the end. The man absolutely hates the game's world and characters, so he decides to finish it in one sitting to get it over with. Several days pass and he is finally done. Realizing he is extremely hungry, he decides to go out to get something to eat. However, he starts feeling weak because he hasn't eaten in days, so he slips and falls down the stairs. Somewhere else, a boy called Leon suddenly wakes up in the middle of a green field. Confused, he goes back home. His father, called Balkis, married a wealthy noblewoman called Zora. Leon and his brother are Zora's stepchildren, and they have to live in a storage shed, while Zora and her daughters live in a huge mansion. When Leon's brother tells him that in this world, women hold more power than men, Leon remembers his past life. He realizes he has died and was reincarnated in the world of the dating simulation game he played for his sister, and he hates it. 10 years pass and Leon is a young man now. He realized that he's not one of the main characters of the game, but just an insignificant background character. With his knowledge of the game, he has been training for conflicts he might get involved in, but after a while he gets used to his peaceful life. Just then, Zora tells him she has arranged a marriage for him. Leon will be married to a daughter of a noble Zora owes a great deal to. But it turns out that she is an unpleasant and overweight 50-year-old woman. Leon wanted to study at the academy and find a partner there, but Zora doesn't let him because enrolling into the academy is expensive. Getting an idea how he could earn some money, Leon borrows his father's airship and starts his journey to a secret location he knows from the game. He finds a spot that is supposed to transport him to the place he's looking for, but it launches his ship into the air with such force that it tears it apart. He falls into an abyss, but wakes up unharmed. Continuing his journey on foot, he finds the stone structure he was looking for. Inside there are guardian robots which he takes care of with a rifle that fires magic bullets. Finding an ancient spaceship, Leon alerts a huge guardian robot. Leon's rifle is too weak to harm it, and even his magic grenades aren't enough. The robot tells him it is a remnant from an ancient civilization whose objective is eliminating all humans. The robot grabs Leon in a tight grip, but Leon takes out a sword and fires its blade into the robot's eye. When the robot stops working, Leon falls out of its grip. However, the robot's artificial intelligence is still present inside the spaceship and continues talking to Leon. Approaching a control panel, Leon puts his hand on a handprint scanner and manages to unlock the spaceship. It turns out this is a ship he bought when he was playing the video game, which makes Leon its owner. The artificial intelligence notices Leon has both the characteristics of new humans who use magic and old humans, so he gets interested in him. Leon gives the artificial intelligence the name Luxian, since that was what the ship was called in the game. Weak from his injuries, he coughs up blood and collapses. 3 months later, Leon triumphantly returns to Zora's mansion, with his spaceship full of treasure he gathered looting dungeons. Luxian now always follows him in the form of a floating sphere. With his wealth, Leon becomes an independent knight and finds an uninhabited island where he moves to. Now he just wants to find a wife, so he can live an easy life. For finding an unexplored dungeon and discovering a new island, Leon gets promoted in royal rank. Leon finally enrolls into the academy at the capital of Halford Kingdom, a beautiful city in harmony with nature. He notices all the characters he knows from the game are entering school at the same time as him. After the entrance ceremony, Leon witnesses several events he remembers happening in the game. However, instead of the usual protagonist, a short girl called Marie is the center of attention of the crown prince and his friends. In order to find a wife, Leon holds a tea party with the daughter of a baron. He expects her to come alone, but she takes her noisy and annoying friends with her, who ruin the party for him. After the girls leave, Leon hears them bullying someone outside. Going out to see what's happening, he realizes they were bullying Olivia, the girl who was supposed to be the real protagonist. Feeling sorry for her, he invites her for tea and sweets. Even though Leon remembers her being mean and dishonest in the game, she turns out to be a nice girl. Olivia tells him she is a commoner who doesn't know much about life in the academy and that nothing ever goes right for her. In order to help her, Leon introduces Olivia to his sister. She advises Olivia to become friends with the most popular girl from her class. Since Olivia is poor, Leon helps her set up a tea party with Angelica, a serious girl from the highest noble family aside from the king. Leon remembers Angelica was Olivia's bitter rival in the video game, but she turns out to be polite and makes friends with Olivia. At dungeon exploration class, Leon pairs up with Olivia. The student's mission is exploring the 3rd floor of the dungeon and collecting crystals there. Meanwhile, the blue-haired Prince Julius and his royal friends continue following Marie and protecting her. Since Julius is Angelica's future husband, Angelica is angry at him for spending so much time with Marie. However, the prince and his friends defend Marie and leave with her. While they are collecting crystals, Leon and Olivia come across a nest of giant ants. Leon confidently faces the ants with a sword that Luxian made for him and defeats them one by one. When too many ants come out and surround Leon and Olivia, Julius and his friends appear and save them, fighting the ants using swords, guns, and magic. When the fight ends, Leon starts getting suspicious of Marie, wondering if she is the reason why everything is so different from the video game he knows. A few days later, someone burns Marie's textbooks and bag in an incinerator. The girls who did it accuse Angelica of ordering them to do it, but Angelica denies it. Hearing Angelica is supposedly bullying Marie, Julius tells her to stay away from both him and Marie. While Marie is walking around the academy, she's thinking how good her life is. It turns out she knows she is in a dating simulation game and is manipulating Julius and the others to love her. When Julius and a green-haired boy called Joke arrive, she acts innocent as always. The first semester is already over and Leon still hasn't found someone he could marry one day. Still suspicious of Marie, he tells Luxian to spy on her. Later, Leon and his friends go to a party hoping to find a wife, but they have no luck. Suddenly, a fight breaks out between Julius and Angelica. Angelica tries telling Julius she saw Marie with a man other than him, but Marie acts innocent. Julius and his friends are aware of Marie being involved with all of them. They don't mind since they have all fallen for her too. When Julius says he loves Marie the most, Angelica gets angry and challenges Marie to a duel. Julius and the others offer to be Marie's champions for the duel, but nobody wants to be Angelica's champion. Thinking about how much he hates Julius and the other royals, Leon offers to be Angelica's champion. Angelica is surprised, but she accepts him. If Angelica wins the duel, Marie will have to stay away from Julius, and if Marie wins, Angelica will stop interfering with Julius and her. Leon manages to convince his opponents to fight him using armored mech suits and confidently says he will fight the 5 of them one by one. Having researched Marie's background, Luxian tells Leon she isn't from this world and that she is acting just like the usual protagonist would. On the day of the duel, Leon enters a fighting arena and the crowd is overwhelmingly against him. Suddenly, from the sky drops Leon's armor called Arrogance. Everyone in the audience laughs at it because of how old-fashioned and unelegant it is, but Leon is convinced of its power. Meanwhile, his opponent's armors all look modern and elegant. Leon's first opponent is the purple-haired boy called Brad. Instead of a sword, Luxian pranked Leon and prepared a shovel for him as a weapon. Since Brad is a proud man, he thinks Leon is making fun of him and charges at him angrily. Leon easily dodges all of his attacks and completely defeats Brad in one swing of his shovel. Even Leon is surprised by how powerful his armor is and the audience is stunned. Leon's next opponent is the red-haired, hot-headed man called Greg. Greg attacks fiercely using a spear, but Leon blocks all his attacks and easily slaps him around, defeating him quickly. While Greg's armor is down, Leon tears it apart, saying how much better his own armor is. Enraged, Greg climbs out of his armor and attacks Leon with a piece of his destroyed armor, embarrassing himself while Leon mocks him. Leon's third match is against Chris, a cold and calculating man. Chris charges at Leon with his sword, but Leon withdraws and launches drones from his armor which fire lasers at Chris. Chris manages to break away from the drones, jumping into the air to attack Leon, but Leon catches his sword and breaks it, forcing him to admit defeat. During a break, Jenna worriedly tells Anastasia and Olivia that Leon looks sick to her, and that you should forfeit the next match. When the two of them tell that to Leon, he says he is fine. Luxian notices that Jenna rigged Leon's armor with explosives on the orders of Joke, the green-haired royal. After the break, Leon faces Joke. Joke puts up a smoke screen and flies above Leon, shooting at him with a rifle. However, it doesn't harm him. Joke activates the explosives, but Leon's armor survives the explosion too. Also taking flight, Leon fights Joke and knocks him out of the sky, defeating him. Julius is convinced he can win, and Marie remembers the other royals except Julius were weak in the game too. In a final match, Julius comes out in his white armor with everyone cheering him on. The match begins and Julius turns out to be Leon's first opponent who can put up a fight. While fighting, Julius announces that Marie is the only one who truly loves him and sees him as a person rather than just royalty. Hearing this, Angelica realizes Julius' feelings for Marie are real, but Olivia stands up for Angelica, telling Julius that Angelica truly loves him. However, Julius refuses Angelica's feelings, not believing they are genuine. All the while, Leon is enjoying his superiority over Julius and the royals, since he has always had a hard life. He tries convincing Julius to give up on Marie so he doesn't get in trouble with Angelica's family, but Julius remains stubborn. Sick of Julius, Leon calmly fires an incredibly strong blast from his hand and completely destroys Julius' armor, defeating him. Later, Leon visits Angelica's father, saying he will leave the academy and give up his title as knight in order to avoid punishment for helping Angelica fight Julius. Angelica's father accepts his offer, thinking Leon is not a bad person. He asks Leon to take care of Angelica, since she is depressed because her engagement to Julius has been broken off now. Leon takes Angelica and Olivia with him to his floating island, and the three of them become best friends. Meanwhile, Julius and the other royals involved in the duel lose their statuses as royals, but they're happy as long as they be with Marie and protect her. However, Marie is only interested in their wealth, so she is desperate and angry. For stopping the arrogant and foolish princes, Leon gets his royal status raised, so he doesn't have to quit the academy after all. Hey, thank you for staying all the way till the end. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. It takes only a second, but it means everything to us. Have a great day and see you in the next video.